Official government UFO studies began in the late 1940s with Project Sign, providing some of the most credible videos of aerial phenomena to date. Within a few years, that program eventually evolved into Project Blue Book, which actively investigated UFO sighting stories throughout much of the Cold War. In 2017, the US government was actively researching UFOs, reignited world interest in UFOs and aliens. So in this video, we are going to talk about the top 3 UFO sightings. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Top 3. Number 3. The Black Knight Satellite. Sometimes the introduction of a news report will stop you in your tracks, forcing you to reread in fear you didn't quite grasp its point the first time. That was certainly the case when Mail Online published a story on March 21, 2017. An alien satellite set up more than 12,000 years ago to spy on humans has been shot down by elite soldiers from the Illuminati, UFO hunters claim. And with that, the conspiracy surrounding the so-called Black Knight satellite appeared to be very much alive. It's been 120 years since conspiracists believed the existence of the Black Knight was recorded. Those who subscribe to the theory lay claim to an extraterrestrial spacecraft in near-polar orbit of the Earth, although they draw upon evidence so disparate that it's not entirely clear why people link them. What they amount to, however, is an intriguing set of ingredients that, taken together, cause people to scream loud about potential cover-ups by NASA and the government. In that sense, it is a legend that refuses to go away. By way of explanation, astronaut Jerry Ross pointed out that the ISS was in the midst of being constructed when the images were taken. The US team, he said, was on its way to attach the American module to the one created by the Russians. And, as part of that work, they had taken 4 trunnions to pin thermal covers with them. The task was to wrap these around 4 bare trunnion pins, these being rods that attached the module to the shuttle while it was being transported. This would act to prevent heat loss from the exposed metal. Duncan Lunan wrote an article in Spaceflight magazine suggesting those studying long-delayed echoes had overlooked the possibility they were sent by an alien space probe. Lunan still has faith in an extraterrestrial explanation for the recordings. The changes in the long-distance echo patterns, in apparent response to changes in the outgoing signals from Earth, really do look like the responses of a Bracewell probe, and there is still no satisfactory natural explanation for the phenomenon. Lunan said, if the long-distance echoes were deliberately produced by a probe, there's a problem in that they stopped in 1975. If a probe was monitoring Earth, rather than trying to attract attention, perhaps it belatedly discovered from the 1973 to 1974 publicity that it had given away its presence in the 1920s and pulled out in 1975. Lunan said, that's the only explanation I can see for its apparent departure. And yet, for all of that, Lunan said his research has nothing to do with the Black Knight nonsense. If there is a link between his theory and the Black Knight, it is not one that is being made by him. Number 2. Phoenix Lights. The Phoenix Lights captured the world's attention 23 years ago on March 13, 1997. One man told CBS 5 News that he was working on his roof air conditioner around 8 p.m. when he saw it. There are only 4 known videos that capture what happened in the sky over the Phoenix area. The U.S. military maintains those lights were part of a training session involving flares dropped over the Barry M. Goldwater Range near Gila Bend, AZ. Witnesses like Sue Watson and her family live in East Phoenix. She said that night they all watched an enormous black aircraft cruise. It was like a shopping mall flying over my home, she said of the craft, described by multiple witnesses as being over a mile wide. Number 1. Navy Chase Air Crate. In one of the most compelling UFO sightings ever caught on camera, Deputy Director of Naval Intelligence, Scott Bray said, I do not have an explanation for what this specific object is. He remarked that since the release of last year's report, the number of reported UAP sightings has grown to more than 400, and that the incidents, many of which occurred in military training areas and designated airspaces and remain unidentified, were frequent and continuing. Let us know your opinion in the comments section below. This was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay safe, and we will be back soon with another video.